The top 3 places to buy some cheap tax deed properties will be revealed to you here in this video today. So if you want to get some cheap properties that you can flip or rent out, and we're talking sometimes as much as 90% below market value on some of these properties, then you're in the right spot. This video is a great way to get into real estate investing, or at least open up your mind to the idea of getting into some alternative ways other than Zillow or the MLS, where really you're fighting for scraps paying market value. So as you know, with tax deed states, you can buy a property sometimes for as little as the back taxes owed, which makes this a great new opportunity for beginners like you to get into real estate. You know, when I got into this stuff 20 years ago, my mind was completely blown by the fact that you could buy properties sometimes for as little as 50 or 100 bucks. Now, you might be watching this being skeptical, but we have all the information that you need here to get started. So let's go ahead, let's get started. And with a tax deed state, remember, they can go 3 to 5 years of the homeowner not paying their taxes, and the government's going to say, hey, pay us by this date. They're going to auction the property off. The opening bid will be the taxes. However, if nobody bids on that property, sometimes you can get a property literally for the taxes owed. So coming in at number 3, my third favorite place for tax deeds is the sunny state of Florida. I think it was Jerry Seinfeld that said the Florida flag should just be a steering wheel with like 2 knuckles. That'd be pretty good. So maybe one day they will change that. So here's why I like Florida. Florida has 67 counties with a population of about 22 million people in it. So what I like about Florida as well is there's plenty of opportunity. And a key thing to keep in mind is the fact that some states do auctions yearly. Some states do auctions every single month. So what I like about Florida is the fact that they do auctions in a lot of places every single month. The other thing that I like about Florida is the fact that they do a lot of their auctions online. Now, where do you go? Where do you start, right? So we have obviously the big places like Miami-Dade County, Miami. Population there about 2.7 million. Average home price is around $530,000. Fun fact, there is a video on this channel where someone was like, oh, I thought this stuff was BS, but I was looking at the Florida sale and there was a property worth 500 grand that just sold for 70. So that is in the comments here. And you know what? I put on my investigator hat and I actually went and checked the public record and it was a legit deal. And they did that just by watching this channel. So you're in the right place. People watch these videos and they actually go get deals. So that was very, very cool. Now we have Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, average home price there, 450, population 1.9 million. And then Palm Beach is the 3rd largest county. Now, here's the thing to keep in mind. In some of these places, a lot of the times, the higher the value, the more competition. So I've gotten some of my best deals in the smaller counties. So like, for example, in Florida, you have Glades County with a population of 13,700. Average home prices there is still $150,000, which these days sounds pretty crazy. And the cool thing is that these smaller counties, a lot of the times there's much less competition and you can get a lot more of these great deals. So if you're just tuning in, I'm Dustin Hahn, and this channel is dedicated to helping you, a new real estate investor, get started with real estate. Now, I got started with this stuff 20 years ago through the wonderful world of tax lien and deed investing. So now this channel is here to give newbies information to crack into real estate in a way that can be quick and predictable compared to the average market, because maybe you don't have $1 million or $500,000, or maybe you're not a boomer who got to have all of that appreciation. You need a starting point, right? So just like myself, when I started, I was working a job I didn't like, and it was this business that kind of got me the freedom to have a good life. So if you like this stuff, if you like real estate, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Ask a question in the comments, as that helps us get content for you guys to learn new things. So, the other thing as well is below in the description is a totally free book called The ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. It's in the description below. It is a complete breakdown, 100% free, along with a directory that's going to give you all the contact information for all of the tax deed counties. So you can just call them up on the phone, say, what do you have? Give me the list. Let's check it out. So coming in at number 3 here is the great state of Georgia. Okay, now I like Georgia. They have 159 counties, state population of about 10.9 million people. So what I like about Georgia is also the fact that they do auctions every single month. Okay, there's lots of opportunity in Florida, or in Florida and Georgia, but I like places that have regular auctions. Okay, now most of the other states do their auctions yearly. Some of the states might do it every 6 months. So anywhere where you can go repeatedly every month is a good spot. And for example, we have some of the folks who watch this channel, they live in California. Every month they fly out to Florida, go to an auction. They work a couple days a week. You show up one day, you look at property for 2 days, you go bid, you go home, you flip the property, and off to the races. So people go to these auctions. You can pick up properties sometimes 80, 90% below market value. You can flip them, you can rent them out for residual income. It's up to you. But the nice thing is, compared to traditional real estate, this is a way for you to become an investor with a very low cost to get into it. Now, the cool thing is most people don't understand this business, and I love it. I truly believe it's a golden opportunity for you to get into real estate in a new, unconventional way. If you get redeemed during that time, you get 20% interest. But the nice thing about Georgia is they have those auctions, and it's a really good spot to start. So you have the bigger places like Atlanta with a population of 1.1 million. Average home price there is around $430,000. Now, like I mentioned before, a lot of the smaller counties are where you can get these big home runs because they're less competitive. And remember this saying: the harder the information is to get online, the more profitable it's going to be for you. So a perfect example is if you get this guidebook or the directory, which I have all the phone numbers below in the description. Say you call them up, right? You call Macon County, and you're like, hey, when's the tax sale? And they say, oh, we don't do that. Now, of course they do. But the harder the lists are to get, the better it's going to be. If they say something like, oh, we want to mail you the list, that's awesome, because less people are going to be getting on that list. So anytime there's information that's hard to find, that is a good thing for you. And remember, there's 3,300 counties in the U.S., half for tax lien, half for tax deeds. So we're talking about the deed states right now. And, some of these places are like going in a time machine back in time. So for your strategy here, I do like the smaller counties. Now, that being said, if you live in Atlanta, it's a nice major airport. You can fly in there. But some of these days now are doing auctions online, which is great. The nice thing about these auctions that are online means you don't have to leave your house if you don't want to. See, when I got started years ago, I had to travel, sometimes 10, 12 hours. I'd have to fly, and you're using a paper map, you're getting lost, you're missing intersections. It takes you forever to turn around. So now we're gonna go to what I truly believe to be the best place for tax deed investing. And we'll give you one guess where that is. And this is a man who's defined physics since the beginning of time. His name is Chuck Norris. Walker, Texas Ranger himself is my favorite state. So we've bought tons of properties in Texas, specifically Harris County, Houston. But let me share with you why I crown Texas as the best place for tax deeds. First off, it's huge. 254 counties. We've got a state population of 30 million. Lots of people have been leaving the coasts to go to Texas to live, in a different place, right? You can fill in the blank of why people are going there. But what I like about Texas, once again, every single month, they're having auctions, the first Tuesday of the month. Now, here's the thing. Texas has a 6-month redemption period. So what that means is the day you buy the property, you get the deed. If there's nobody in it, you can rent it out, you can collect rent. You just have to wait 6 months to see if the mortgage company or the bank redeems you. Fun fact, they normally don't redeem. So the only thing is you just can't sell the property during that time. And the reason they don't redeem is because they'd have to pay a 25% penalty. Now, sometimes they do, but it's a very small percentage of the time that happens. So for example, if the opening bid's 10 grand and something sells for 50, they're paying 25% on that 50. So obviously, one of the biggest places is Harris County. Population is 4.8 million. There are 360,000, or average home price there is around 360 grand. But coming back to it, you want to go to those smaller counties to get some of these really good deals. Like, for example, we have Rains County. It's a population of 12,000. Average home price there around $240,000. So look into those places, look into some of the smaller counties, and take action. We have lots of videos, live streams going into this stuff, walking you through it. So once again, if you like this stuff, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you like what we're talking about here. And from there, like I said, I have a totally free book. It's the ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. It's one of the best books out there that's totally free. It walks you through everything step by step. We have all of the forms, all the questions to ask. And if you want to know where to start or how to contact the counties, I have the guidebook, the tax deed directory with all the phone numbers. Call them up and start to get some deals. So that's below in the description. And if you ever want some help, you can book a call with us and we can walk you through how to do this in person, maybe save you some trial and error. as well. The key thing to take away from this is these days, it's a very quickly changing world, right? We have inflation going up through the roof. Real estate's getting more and more expensive. And this is a great way for you to claim your real estate, to start to claim your freedom through real estate, because 90% of millionaires did it with real estate. When it comes to like cryptos and stocks, 90% of people lose money, 5% of people break even, and 5% make money. Most businesses fail, so why not stick with something like real estate that can be safe, secure, predictable, and these properties can be super cheap. You can get life-changing deals through this business. You just need to take action and do it. So now it's time to do it. Thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.